What's going on, sled addicts? Jesse here. I wanted to bring you guys a video talking about what me and Mike think are the top 5 most important or best accessories to have on a Gen 4 Skidoo. As we all know, E-LinQ, the accessories made by Skidoo, are really an industry standard now, and people on all sleds, whether Polaris, Arctic Cat, Yamaha, or Skidoo, they're all using E-LinQ bags on their machines because they really are awesome and they're super easy to connect. So one of those 5 accessories that I think are essential to have on a Gen 4 Skidoo is this Glovebox extension over here. Whether or not you have an external GPS that you're connecting, it's just an awesome accessory because it has so much extra space on the inside. It increases the size of the Glovebox quite substantially. And what I actually did is that originally when you buy a Gen 4 Skidoo with the new gauge, this phone holder is going to be fastened underneath the stock Glovebox lid. And I actually took it off and fastened it to my Glovebox extension. So when I open, I have very easy access to throw my phone in there and then close it up. And not only, this accessory also allows you to connect the GPS if you choose, which is super handy. How I usually do it is I actually wire it directly into my solenoid on the machine, so that when I put my GPS on the cradle, it has constant power whether or not the machine is running. So yeah, this is kind of what, this is my, my Garmin Zumo mount. And I would put my GPS on there, and whether my sled was running or not, or had the key in it or not, this has constant power coming to it. So if, let's say, I want to stop at the side of the trail to check my GPS, I shut off my machine and my GPS will still stay running, which is super useful. Going on to the second must-have accessory, I would say, is the extension for the forward adjustable riser. It really adds to the machine because I find when I want to stand up, you kind of need that little bit of extra height to make it more comfortable for standing. And then when you're sitting, you can just bring it back down a little bit and it's still a good height. So I think it's a great compromise. I have the handlebar pad on here right now, but this piece here, this is what the extension is. So the handlebars are originally resting right here. And now I've kind of lifted it up a few inches to make it easier for standing up riding. Number 3 must-have accessory easily has to be the E-LinQ system that came out last year. It just makes everything so much easier in terms of connecting electric shield on your helmet to the machine and the key all at once. So I've released a video on this which goes into more detail, but briefly, this is your visor power, and on the key actually has the plug to plug into your helmet. And so when you plug in your helmet, you clip the key to your jacket, and when you get off your sled, you literally just pull this off and it clips in right here and hangs on your side. So definitely another amazing accessory from Skidoo, and it just makes life so much easier when it comes to getting on and off your sled because you only have 1 cord to pull off instead of 2. Going further back on the sled, the trail seat bag has been something I actually got last year, and it is by far my favorite bag to have. It's super compact and it also has quite a bit of space in it. So if I open it up, you can actually see there is a nice zippered pocket over here, and then I can fit tons of stuff in here. So right now I have my cover for the sled when I'm doing trips, my GPS, a bunch of hats and gloves, and I usually can fit like a couple 2-liter things of oil in here, some hats, some snacks during the day of riding, and then it's super easy, just 1 clip and it comes right off the sled. So this is something that I used to run the combo bag all the time, which is great for the big trips when you need to carry a lot of oil when you're running a 2-stroke. Unfortunately, that's what we get. But when I'm not going on big trips, this is just like the perfect size bag to hold some first aid stuff and your snacks and drinks throughout the day and just anything you need for a normal day out on the trail. Number 5, the 5th must-have accessory for a Gen 4 Skidoo is the jerry can. Now, Skidoo does make 3 different types of jerry cans. They make this one, they make a non-stackable one, and then they make one that's even smaller than that, which is roughly the size of the oil caddy for gas. The reason why I go with this one is because it gives me that added functionality of adding an extra E-LinQ bag on top. So when I'm going on like 3+ day saddlebag trips, I put my combo bag here, and then I have another bag on top of the jerry can. So it's super useful. This jerry can is the biggest one Skidoo offers. Between the jerry can, the trail seat bag, the handlebar riser, the E-LinQ, and the Glovebox extension, those are the accessories that I really think everyone should take a look at if you have a Gen 4 Skidoo, because I think they just make that riding experience that much better.
If you liked that video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the Sled Addicts YouTube channel, where we release content on everything snowmobiles. Also, hit that bell icon so you can be updated every time we release new videos.